All right, so this game between the Patriots and Washington has come to an end. The Patriots take a 22-13 victory, but who cares who won the game? It's the preseason. We're not here to talk about who won the game. We're here to talk about some of the things we saw and some of the positives you saw from both teams, which should benefit them in the regular season in terms of players who stood out and made impact. We'll start with the Patriots. There's really only two things I got to talk about. One was the defense being relatively solid. You know, they got a pick. They were very solid. They didn't really give up much from Washington. First half, they gave up 7 points. Second half, they gave up, 6 points. Defense was nice. They made some plays. They made some stops, caused some turnovers. So good for them. You know, that was nice to see from the Patriots defense. And in terms of offense, this man Stevenson just ran a 91-yard touchdown to put the game away. I mean, that was crazy. He took off. The man got speed. Hit the corner and was just gone. He ran to the outside and just outraced everyone. 91-yard touchdown. So good on him to make that play. That will definitely get him some more time on the field, so that's good for him. But other than that, the guy we really want to talk about is Mac Jones. Before we get into him, Cam Newton and the starters today, they weren't necessarily bad, but, that offensive line, on that first drive, woo, that offensive line, not going to be a problem if that's how they're going to play this season. But, yeah, Cam made a couple solid throws, but the offense didn't really stand out or do anything that was mildly special, but it is what it is. It's just the beginning of the preseason. They got plenty of work to do. But yeah, let's talk about the man himself, Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked nice today. Mac Jones was making some throws. This guy clearly has some talent. He clearly has talent. So, gonna give him credit, man. He had a deep ball that was so beautiful. It was a perfect throw. It was right there. If the receiver could have caught it, it was a touchdown. So Mac Jones made some plays. He didn't force anything. He made some smart reads. He was doing what he had to do. So that was a positive to see. Mac Jones just came out here and looked nice. That was a great thing to see from Mac Jones. I know Patriots fans have to be happy with what they saw from him today because he looked accurate. He was making smart reads. He didn't make any erratic decisions, and he was making quality throws. So that's all you want to see from this guy. Patriots fans got to be happy for that. As for the whole Cam and starter thing, we'll see what happens as the preseason goes on and as we get closer to the regular season. Now on to the team I want to talk about, obviously Washington. Okay, so where do we go with this? In terms of, some of the second and third stringers, defense as a whole, they made some solid plays, but they also gave up a lot of throws they gave up. But, it is what it is. These aren't our starters. We deal with it how we deal with it. They made some nice plays, but overall, there was not much to talk about. Heineke looked nice to me. Obviously, Heineke's the guy I want to be the starter, but, it is what it is. He's probably not going to be the starter. Who knows how that's going to go. But, yeah, Heineke looked nice. But one thing he definitely showed was his mobility because he took off and got a first down. Listen, the man is mobile. He can extend plays. He can do things that Ryan Fitzpatrick can't do. But you know what? Ryan Fitzpatrick is the veteran. We know what he brings to the table. Obviously, Fitzpatrick's going to be the starter. I'm not a Fitzpatrick guy, but since he's most likely going to be the starter, hey, I'll just see what he does. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, Heineke's the one I want to be the starter, but it is what it is. Whatever the team decides is whatever we're going to go with. But yeah, Heineke looked nice. There was some solid plays there from Heineke. Made some solid throws. Tried some passes downfield. Couldn't quite connect, but, he was still making some solid throws overall. He had a solid night. I believe he was, 9 of 15 for 86 yards. He made some plays here and there, and that's all I can ask for from Heineke. As he continues to get more looks in the preseason, we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, yeah, I liked what I saw from Heineke. Now, let's talk about the starters. Offense and defense. Offensively, Ryan Fitzpatrick came out here. He made a couple good throws. You weren't expected to see much from him, but he looked solid, He had a beautiful pass over the middle that was perfectly thrown to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, oh my God, oh my God. Let me tell you this right now, Washington might be my dark horse team to make the Super Bowl, man. I'm not even joking. They may be my dark horse team to get out the NFC because I love what I've seen from Washington. I've been following throughout the offseason, and I'm telling you, I love what I'm seeing from this team. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a quarterback, and we'll see how that works out. But for the most part, they have talent, man. They have talent. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas, and when he gets healthy, Curtis Samuel. So you have Thomas, Samuel, McLaurin, Gibson. That is all you need on offense. All we need on offense for Washington. That's it. These guys are going to make our plays. That's a talented offensive core right there. Fitzpatrick has to get them the ball. Don't turn it over. Make some solid throws down the field, which he can. And trust me, the defense will do the rest. Speaking of the defense, that first drive, man, they came out and they forced a 3-and-out. Man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. That third down play, oh my God. Chase Young, that was the starting. The starters were in for the Patriots offensive line. And I don't know who he was exactly matched up with, but the guy Chase Young was matched up with, he couldn't hold Chase Young. Young got him out the way and went straight for Cam on third down, and he laid him out. And it looked like it was a fumble. It was later ruled incomplete, but at the time, it looked like it was a sack fumble. So this man, Chase Young, laid this dude out, which looked like a sack fumble, and I was like, fumble, catch it. And this man, Payne, this is what I'm talking about. Do not do this in the regular season. Payne had a chance to easily grab it. He could have just laid down on it. Just grab it, lay down, and it's a turnover right there. But for some reason, he wanted to do too much. He was trying to grab it and take off. He couldn't get it. The Patriots end up recovering. Later on, it was ruled as an incomplete pass by Cam Newton, as I already said. So it is what it is. But yeah, the defense looked nice. The defense looks nice. I'm telling you right now, Washington's defense, they're going to be one of the best in the league. They were one of the best in the league last year. This year, man, they're going to be one of the best in the league. And you can argue they have the best front seven in football going into this season. This front seven can challenge Tampa Bay's. I'll stand by that. So with the defense this elite, having arguably the best front seven in football, and weapons on the offense, if Fitzpatrick can deliver, I don't trust this man to get us to the promised land. But I trust that defense to do their job and take care of the workload. If Fitzpatrick does not turn the ball over and he delivers it to this talented receiving core, and we utilize Gibson, trust me, we'll be fine. Like I said, Logan Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel when he gets back, and Antonio Gibson, that's all we need to get it done on offense. I'm very excited to see what Washington can do this season. Although I don't like Fitzpatrick as my quarterback, I'm very excited to see what they can do this season. So we'll see what happens. I've been paying attention, and it took me a while to make this decision. But I just like what I'm seeing from Washington. I haven't been this excited for a Washington team since 2012. And I'm very excited to see what this team can do this season. If they disappoint me, I'm going to be heated. But I like what I'm seeing from the team. They've made some right moves. The defense is primed to have a great year. They're going to be one of the top 5 defenses. Okay, let's say top 10. At least top 10. But I believe they can be a top 5 defense this season. And the offense, we'll see what happens there, but we got weapons, so they should be fine. But yeah, that's really all I got to say, man. I liked what I saw from the starters. That first drive from the starters was nice, but that defense pulling a 3-and-out and Chase Young getting to Cam Newton, loved seeing it. So we'll see what happens moving forward in the preseason, but I like what I'm seeing from Washington. I really like what I'm seeing from Washington. With that being said, that is all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.